you're thinking about trying this, you should definitely give it a try because this is a one-step process. It didn't take me like that long to do this at all versus if I would have had to go in and try to bleach the hair. Hey y'all, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Akivia and today we're going to be coloring this beauty right here. I'm going to show y'all how to color this unit, and we're not going to be using any bleach, so this will be a one-step process. I'm going for like a burgundy color, so yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So this is what I'm using. I'm using the HiColor highlights by L'Oreal Technique in the color Magenta. And yes, I did get 4 boxes, but you probably don't need as much, but for me, I just like to be on the safe side. And then we're going to be using our 40 volume developer because I want to make sure that it processes the way that it needs to. If you want to go for like a darker shade, you can use a lower volume. So make sure you got your gloves, your dye bowl, and your dye brush. So what I'm doing is starting off in sections. Now I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, put the dye into the bowl so it comes out like this. It's like a paste type of thing. So it's not really like liquid dye like what you're used to seeing with other dyes. And then once you get all of that in there, then you pretty much just take your developer and mix that all in together. Now, honestly, the right way to do this, especially if you're starting in the back, is to use a lower volume developer because the back does processes a little bit faster, of course, as you're working your way up. But I honestly didn't have a problem with it being 2 shades, being that I used the same volume throughout the whole head. But especially if you're using bleach, I think that I really didn't have that problem because we're not using bleach today. But if you are using bleach when you're dyeing hair and stuff like that, always use that method when dyeing a wig or, you know, even someone's real hair. Start off with the lower volume in the back, and then you can get higher as you're working your way to the front because you don't want it to be 2 different colors and 2 shades of lift or whatever you want to call it. So after I get all that mixed up, I just simply take my brush and start applying it directly on the hair. So it comes out this like really bright reddish color. And yeah, but it's not going to be red. Now, the first time I used this years ago. It probably was like in maybe 2017 or 18 maybe. It was a long time ago. And actually, the first time I used it, I actually used this color. Now, the first time I used it, I don't know why, but I had left that dye on the hair for about 4 hours, y'all. Like 4 hours, because I don't know if I rinsed it out too fast the first time. I can't even remember how it went, but I know that it did not, it just took a long time to lift. And that probably was because I may have used a lower volume developer. That probably is what the problem was. So it just took a long time because you got to remember, we're not using bleach. We're just applying the dye with the developer straight onto the hair. But now this time, over the course of the time that I've used it, I've learned to just use a higher developer to really get it going, especially if you don't want to be in there all day waiting for it to turn and stuff like that. And again, if you want a darker shade, because what I love about this is you have full control over how this dye works. So if you want a darker shade of whatever color it is that you're going for, you can just simply use a lower volume of developer and not keep it on that long. So that is what I really love about this dye, because you got to think about it when you bleach hair, or if it's like a 613 already and you try to watercolor or put the dye directly on the hair, whatever color dye that is, that's what you're gonna get. Like, there's literally nothing you can do about it. If it's too bright, you're going to have to go back in and fix it. If it's too dark, you're going to have to go back in and lift it some more to get a lighter color. And for me, that's just too much work to be doing. So that is why I really love using this particular dye. especially when I'm pressed for time, because y'all, the holidays be so busy, and I literally had like 5 people's hair to dye within these past 2 weeks, and y'all know that dyeing hair really takes time. I mean, if you're someone who you just do your own hair and stuff like that, then cool. But for me, I am a full-time hairstylist. So most of my days, I spend doing hair all day, from literally 9 o'clock in the morning till like 6 o'clock. And again, if you don't know, yes, I have a son. I'm married. So I be trying to get back home to my family. And who wants to spend their off day dyeing hair, which is literally what I'm doing in this video. I'm literally here on my off day dyeing hair, because after I've been stood up on my feet all day for hours and hours and hours, yes, the last thing that I want to do is dye hair. Like, I'm tired. I want to go home. I'm ready to eat. I'm ready to see that big smile on my son's face. So, yeah, unfortunately, I am here on a Monday. But we got to get to the bag. I got to do what my client wants. And, yeah, we going to get this thing done. So, yeah, as you can see, I'm just slowly but surely working my way up through the wig. And you want to take small sections. You don't want to do like too big of chunks of hair, because you want to make sure that each strand gets color. So again, that's why I bought 4 boxes. For me, when I'm doing something like this, the last thing I want to do is have to run errands in the middle of me doing something to go back to the hair store because I ran out of dye. So I always just make sure I have enough. So you may not need 4 boxes. And again, this wig is pretty long. It was like a 30-inch, I think. So yeah, you got to keep that in mind. And I know a lot of people will be like, oh, you know, why do hairstylists charge so much for color and this, that, and the third? Y'all got to think about it. This is not back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all wearing 30-inch bust downs now. Like, this product is not cheap. And you have long hair that you're wanting to wear and to get dyed. So, yeah. And then, again, you know, time-wise, coming in on off days, I'm working outside of actually servicing you. So it takes a lot, you know, and it takes a lot of products. So again, for me, my point I'm making is I just made sure I bought enough so I won't have to keep running back and forth to the hair store. Okay, so you may not need to use all 4 boxes. I can't really remember if I don't think I used all 4 boxes. I think I only used like 3 maybe, but I'm not positive, y'all. I really don't remember. But as you can see, this can get really messy, because you can see my little developer in the cut right there. And baby, it's got dye all over it. But yeah, so as you can see now, we're like working on the closure part. So this is where the lace is. And you just want to be careful. I like to kind of hold the hair up. I don't like to hold the hair down when I'm applying the dye to the hair, because you don't want it to like bleed through the lace or anything like that. So, you know, of course, once I work my way further down the hair, I can kind of lay it down a little bit. But I'm saying, like, right now, as you can see, like when I'm applying it onto the roots, I hold the hair up, and I just kind of do the same thing on the other side so that it's not, you know, seeping through the lace or anything like that. But you want to make sure that when you are applying this, that you're using generous amounts. You're taking your hands, rubbing it through like I'm doing here to, like I said, make sure that all of that dye gets on each strand. So that is really the key, is just really rubbing it through. That rubbing it through is really going to be the key to, you know, get what you need to get done. So, yeah, but if you're thinking about trying this, you should definitely give it a try, because this is a one-step process. It didn't take me like that long to do this at all, versus if I would have had to go in and try to bleach the hair. And again, she's going for like a burgundy color. So I really didn't want to lift the hair at all, because I know burgundies can be kind of tricky sometimes. And especially like the color choices that they give you in the hair store. That's why I really like, when I shop for coloring hair, I really like to go to like Cosmoprof or Sally's, or, you know, stores like that. Now, if it's something simple like a jet black or a brown or, you know, something like highlights or something, I'll just go to the regular beauty supply store for stuff like that. But when I'm doing an actual color, yes, I do like to go to Cosmoprof and Sally's and stores like that, which Sally's, anybody can shop out of there. Cosmoprof, you do have to have a license or be in school to shop out of those stores. And it's also the same with Salon Centric. I don't know if it's any other stores outside of those two, but I know those two stores you do have to have a license or be in school to shop from those stores. But I'm pretty sure all these brands and companies have websites where you can maybe order from them, Amazon, stuff like that. So yeah. But this particular product, y'all, is only in Sally's. So you can't find this anywhere else, which, y'all, what's the crazy part is I went to like 2-3 different Sally's to find this. Nobody had it in stock. Like, I'm talking about the different sides of the city. Like, I'm driving all over to try to find this. And I think that this color in this product is like the most popular one that a lot of people uses. So that's probably why it was out of stock, most likely. But luckily, I was actually able to find this in my local beauty supply store. So I was like, maybe they got it at the beauty supply store. Let me just go and see. Now, in a beauty supply store, it's not as many choices as it is in Sally's. They have literally so many different colors at Sally's. But at the beauty supply store, they had about a good, 8 to probably not even that much, like 7 to 8 different colors in this brand. So I was like, okay. And then they had exactly what I needed. So I'm like, yeah, let me get that up off you. Let me take the whole roll, matter of fact. So yeah. But as y'all can see, like, you can see that it's turning burgundy. Like, you can see now that the red is on there, like, you can literally see the hair. It's turning. So now, whatever I had left over in my bowl after I got done, I'm just kind of going in and filling in any areas that I feel like just need more product. And it really didn't need more product. I just didn't want to waste the product that I had left over because, baby, it's got to go on somebody here. So, yeah. But yeah, this is pretty much what it looks like after I did let that sit for, I think I let it sit on there for about an hour and a half, maybe. Yeah, probably about an hour and a half. But again, depending on what color you are going for, it depends on how long you need to keep it on there. So I did go and wash it. I washed it with clarifying shampoo, moisture shampoo, and then conditioner. I did let it sit for a while. And that's another thing I love about this product, because your hair don't be all dry and brittle like how it is sometimes after actually having to go in and bleach hair, because you know that bleach can be just so strong and it can literally fry your hair sometimes. So that's what I love about this product, because that's something that I don't have to worry about. But I did still let it sit in conditioner because I wanted the hair to be soft and still flowy. And yeah, I just rinsed it out with cold water. You guys always remember that. Rinse your hair out with cold water. Your real hair, your weave, your bundles, your wigs, clip-ins, whatever it is. Rinse it out with cold water if you want to have that soft hair still after you are dyeing your hair. So then after I, pretty much washed it, I did go in with the, the heat protectant spray. I'm using this new heat protectant sprays from Chi. And I got it from Cosmoprof, and even the cashier, she was like, how do you like that product? I'm like, this is actually going to be my first time trying it, but I loved it. And I thought I just sprayed that in there. I just went in and blow dried it out, and this is what we came out with. So as you can see, it's not like a bright red or anything. It's just like a normal, just burgundy color. And this is exactly what we were going for. So yes, y'all, like, I love it. I love it. I love it. So yeah, if you like this method, if you want to try this method, give it a try. Let me know what you think. Let me see your results. And yeah, like I said, they have so many different colors. But whatever other videos it is that y'all want to see, if you want to see me try different colors, just let me know in the comments. Let me know what next video y'all want me to drop, and I will drop it for you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all of that. And I just want to say thank y'all, because I just got monetized. But anyway, I will see y'all next time. Bye.